ladies, and assalamu alaikum to all my beautiful sisters out there and all the beautiful ladies. Of course, welcome back to Dare to Be Different. As you already know, I gotta come with that exclusiveness. I gotta come with the realness. I gotta come with my authentic self. You will be encouraged. You will be inspired. You will be uplifted. You will be challenged. You will elevate your mindset and shift your perspective when you are tuning into Dare to Be Different. This podcast is ultimately to help you grow in all areas of your life that you feel like you are struggling. This podcast is to help you transform your thinking, your intellect. It is to help you become the best version of yourself. As you already know, each individual is just not the same. We are all uniquely different. As I've stated before, we must be mindful. We must understand that we are just different. We are not the same. It is okay to embrace your true authentic self. It is okay to be genuinely you. It does not matter who does not accept you. Allah has created you. You should confidently walk in your true authentic self, not behind a mask, not behind somebody else. Be you. Do you even know what that means to truly be yourself, to truly walk out on faith and just be you? I understand society have its ways of defining how a woman should be or how you should be, period. I'm telling you today, Dare to Be Different is going to challenge you to be yourself, your true authentic self. Be confident in yourself and unapologetically you. Along my journey, along my walk, as I've been transforming, and before I begin to transform, I've always been myself. I've always been my true authentic self. I've never put on a front for nobody. I did not walk around with a mask. What you see is what you get. I'm telling you today, it is okay for you to be who you are, who Allah created you to be from birth, from your mother's womb. That's just who you are. Accept yourself for who you are. Accept yourself. That's how Allah created you. It does not matter. Love everything about yourself that Allah has created. You should never hate any flaw or any characteristic that you have on your body, on your skin, the way you talk, the way you laugh, the way you look. It don't matter. Love it all. Who cares what anyone has to say? I completely understand being socially aware is important. Having emotional intelligence is important. Respecting someone's boundaries is important. Understanding how someone feels when you are being yourself is important. There is a difference from being yourself and being arrogant or having this ego. There's a huge difference in all of those things, and you have to come up out of being arrogant, being boastful, being ego-risen. That's not really you being yourself. That's not really you being your true authentic self. A lot of people mix up you being confident is you being arrogant. No, it's okay to walk around with full confidence in yourself, full confidence in your capabilities, full confidence in the way you look, the way you dress, the way you laugh. Depending on how you are dressing, we are what we perceive. We want to walk around being very modest. We want to walk around making sure we're just changing the trajectory. We're not inviting in negativity. We don't have to put our bodies out there. We don't have to walk around with just not being modest, if that makes sense. Today's topic is be yourself and be confident unapologetically. Y'all, I can't even say the word, but you get the drift. Since I became a Muslim, since I chose to give myself to Allah, I just want to let you know Being religious, it is okay to be yourself at the same time. Personality is not going nowhere. Yes, we all can grow in different areas of ourselves, as far as character, as far as morals, as far as how we uphold ourselves. But at the same time, you still can be yourself while being religious. You don't have to walk around all uptight. You don't have to walk around and act like you can't be yourself. Allah created you to be you. Yes, I am religious, but I am also myself. I'm very funny. I'm very outgoing. I love to laugh. I really love to laugh. I like to be in high spirit. I just like to be myself. I love being me. I love that Allah created me the way He created me. It's okay to be religious and it's okay to be yourself. You don't have to be a robot. Allah did not create you to be no robot. Yes, we have obligations, and yes, we have to hold ourselves up to those obligations to Allah, as that is most important. But you can always be yourself. Since I became a Muslim woman, or since I've started my spiritual journey, I just be feeling like folks be looking at me like I can't be myself. I'm going to always be me. I'm going to always be myself. I don't care who is around me. You will know that this is me. Ain't no mask in front of my face. This is who I am. And I'm realizing so many people, it's hard for them to be themselves. It's hard for them to just accept who they are as a person. A lot of people seek validation. A lot of people seek answers from other people. From those answers, from those validation, that is going to dictate how they are going to be. I'm here to tell you, it's time to come up out of that scenario. It's just time to come up out of that, rise higher, and just be your true, authentic self. You are your own unique person. You can be you. It doesn't matter what society is saying. It does not matter what family are saying. It does not matter what your friends are saying. If people are judging you for being you, you need to not be around those type of people. That's another saying, like I've said in previous episodes. It's just like placing yourself inside of a box. When you place yourself inside of a box, you are not able to be your true authentic self. You are not able to grow. You are not able to just be you. When you place yourself in a box, you are compressing yourself. You are not able to let out everything that is about you. You are not allowed to just be you. I don't know if you are afraid. I don't know if you don't have the confidence. I don't know if you are nervous, but I'm telling you today, sis, ladies, build up that confidence and be you. It does not matter who is around. Build up that confidence and be yourself. I'm not saying to be out here being selfish. I'm not saying to be out here to be arrogant. I'm not saying to be out here thinking that you just better than the next person, because ain't nobody perfect. What I'm saying is we all have capabilities. What I'm saying is we all have a personality. We all have a unique personality that is just not the same as everybody else. We can laugh. We can be ourselves religiously, wholly, in yourself. You don't have to walk around all uptight. You don't have to fake who you are as a person. When I used to work in jobs, the most thing I did not like when I used to work in jobs is not being able to be myself. Well, actually, I was always myself. But the main thing when I'm working in facilities at job sites is when I have to be fake. And I don't like to be fake. I don't like to put up no front. I don't like to act like I'm this person and I'm not. I don't want to wear a mask. I want to be me. Of course, being professional is everything, as I know how to be professional. But I feel like when you work in a work setting, you are not able to be your authentic self. Being professional is one thing, but being yourself and professional is another thing. There's nothing wrong with being professional and being yourself, and that's what's wrong with society today. Too many people are walking around with a mask on. I can see you right through your mask. It's okay to be yourself. Confidently be yourself. Religiously, wholly, be yourself. It does not matter. I want to change the trajectory of how people view Muslims. Yes, we are holy people. Yes, we are religious. But besides all of that, we are still people. We are still humans. We still have a personality. We still can be ourselves. Some people are scared to be themselves religiously, wholly, professionally. Like, I don't know what the deal is, but I am going to be myself, and I encourage you to do the same. Be yourself wholeheartedly, confidently, and unapologetically. You only get one life to live. If you love to laugh, then laugh. It's good for your soul. Whatever it is that you love to do, whatever it is about you that is just you, embrace all of you authentically. I love authentic people. I love it when people be themselves. I can tell when people are being fake. When you are confident in yourself, you move completely different. When you are confident in yourself, you don't care what other people say. Yes, it matters to a certain extent, only if it's hurting somebody. That's when you really need to take a step back and reevaluate yourself. Self-reflect if it's hurting somebody else. Depending on how you are being yourself. Depending on how you not caring how you are being yourself matters. That all depends. Now, if you're being confident and it's turning into arrogance and ego, that's a whole different being yourself. That's a whole different person. You don't want to end up doing something like that. Being yourself is you're being genuinely you. You are genuinely laughing. You're genuinely being loving. You're genuinely being caring. You're genuinely being yourself. You're genuinely just you. Unapologetically. Having confidence is everything. I've been around a lot of people to know who's not being themselves or who are afraid to be themselves or who is uptight. You don't have to be that way. You have to be honest with yourself. Accept yourself for who you are as a person. Accept yourself how Allah created you. Accept yourself with everything inside of you. Yes, we're growing on this podcast. Yes, we're leveling up on this podcast. And we are elevating to the next level. We are shifting our mindsets. We are shifting how we are thinking. We are all uniquely different. And being yourself is just the most beautiful thing ever. Being your true, authentic self. If you love to laugh, then laugh. Who cares what anybody say how you're laughing? If you laugh and it's not cute and it's not if you laugh and it's just not cute, so what? That's how you laugh. If you talk and it's just loud, that's just how you talk. There is room for improvement when it comes to growth and development. If we have a tone that is sounding like it's aggressive, you can come off as aggressive. I completely understand that. So that's another area for room of improvement if you have that type of issue. I used to come off in the past aggressive. That's just my tone. That's just the way I talk. Well, used to talk, and I had to work on that. There's always room for improvement in different areas of your life. And when I say self-discovery, when I say the work is always consistently needing to be done, because it's always something about ourselves that we can work on. But in the midst of us working on ourselves and we're growing, we're healing, we are reaching the highest versions of ourselves. We can be ourselves. When people look at religious people like Muslims, like me being a Muslim woman, a lot of people perceive us as we can't be ourselves. We can be ourselves. I'm myself. I don't sugarcoat for nobody. I don't fake the funk for nobody. If I want to laugh in that moment, I'm going to laugh in that moment. If something needs to be said in that moment, we have to be mindful. We are practicing mindfulness. We do have to be mindful as we are being ourselves and how others perceive us. We don't want to give off the wrong intention while being ourselves. So that's another thing to keep in mind. But it is okay to be your true authentic self. It is the best way to move. It is the best way to be. You will be able to grow. You will feel much more better when you're truly being yourself. You're not compressing yourself in a box. You're not limiting yourself. When you limit yourself, issues start to arise. You start to become irritable because you're just not being yourself. I know how I feel when I can't be myself. First of all, I can be myself, but I know how it feels when you are in an environment that is not accepting. When you are in an environment that is judgmental, or you are in an environment you are trying to be yourself religiously, holy, and folks looking at you like, ain't you supposed to be one way? That's the problem we have right there. People expect you to be a specific way. They expect you to live up to those standards. And I'm here to tell you, we're changing the trajectory. We're not living for society standards. We're not living for other people's standards. We're not living for how other people perceive and think you should be. We are just not doing that. Because how you think I should be, I'm the complete opposite. So please don't put in your mind that I should be one way when I'm completely different from that. Don't judge someone based off of how they look. Don't judge someone based off of how they speak and how they laugh. Or if they're religious, like myself. Just because I'm religious and I'm a Muslim, I get judged daily. People think I should be one way and I'm just not that way. I mean, I have my obligations that I most definitely take serious, but I'm always myself. We have to embrace the abilities that Allah has given us. We have to embrace just being ourselves. If you are perceived as aggressive, if you are perceived as you always have an attitude, I mean, listen, sometimes you do gotta self-reflect. And you have to reevaluate some of the areas of your life. You can still be yourself while working on yourself. Everybody is not perfect. But if you just have this outstanding personality, you can be yourself. If that's who you are, then be who you are. Unapologetically. Who cares what other people has to say? Be confident in who you are. Be confident in your essence. Be confident in your personality. Be confident in how you speak. Be confident in how you laugh. Be confident in how you look. Be confident in how you dress, which is modesty. We're out here dressing modestly. We're not out here just being provocative. We're changing the trajectory. I'm changing the trajectory of how people view religious people. We are ourselves. We can be ourselves. It's okay to be you. I am me. I love for people to be happy. I like to be happy. Don't nobody want to be around people that's negative all the time because they're not being themselves or they have something going on with inside themselves. Dare to be different can help you in those areas that you need help with. Be yourself unapologetically. Be confident in yourself. Religiously and wholly. You can be yourself. It is okay. It's okay to laugh. You don't have to be uptight. Yes, we have religious duties. We have obligations that we must take care of. But we can be ourselves. Be yourself around whoever you are around. Be yourself at work. Be yourself around family. Be your true authentic self. Take off that mask and be you. If that's who you are, then you need to be who you are. Walking around with a mask and you're being fake and that's just not who you are, you're going to be perceived in that way. You are going to be perceived how you come off, and you want to change the trajectory and be yourself. I understand a lot of people have a hard time being themselves. A lot of people have a hard time being confident. A lot of people just don't know how to be naturally themselves. That's just something that needs to be worked on. And Dare to Be Different can help you embrace who you are authentically. Embrace who you are confidently, unapologetically. I'm going to laugh. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be me. I cannot be nobody else but myself. I will not be nobody else but myself. I cannot walk around being fake. It's just not in my blood. It's not my character. It's just something about not being able to really be me. It really feels like I'm limiting myself when I'm not being myself wholeheartedly, unapologetically, and confidently. It's so important to me to be myself, and it should be important to you to be yourself. If you don't know how to be yourself, start today. Start living for you. Start living for who you are as a person, how Allah created you to be. Your personality, if it stands out, embrace that personality. If your smile is so big, it's so bright because it's beautiful, start smiling more. Start just being yourself. It is so important. You don't have to live up to other people's standards. Break that barrier and come up out of how others want you to live. Come up out of how others think you should be. Because surprise, I'm not that. Period. So listen, be yourself and be confident unapologetically, and you will feel such a relief. You will feel so much better about yourself. You will feel like you are elevated to the highest when you are being your true authentic self. It is okay. Yes, we all have things to work on in different areas of our lives, but it should not stop you from being you. Do not be scared. Do not be fearful. Walk in your true authentic self because Allah created you that way. Walk in your true authentic self unapologetically, confidently. It's so beautiful to be you. Assalamu alaikum, my sisters. I love each and every one of you beautiful ladies. We are something so unique. Everybody is unique in their own special way. Embrace that side of you. Embrace being all of you. Walk around being confident and just be you. I'll see you next time.